Happy Thursday slash Friday for me. This is mandatory lunch break, Follies, as usual. And the good news is that this is my last day of the week, and I found out this is my last day of the week for a little while. The good news is I get to go on vacation next week. This is something that is very unusual for me to say, and I'm not used to saying it, but yeah, I am going on vacation next week, and I will be up in the Bay Area. So if anyone is interested in meeting up, I know that I've already talked to a few people about meeting up. The plan so far is I'm going to be available about Tuesday night, and then after that I will continue hanging out there Wednesday and Thursday, and then Friday I was just gifted with a hockey tournament up in Vacaville or whatever they call that, and so that's going to be inland. And so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm going to be doing the hockey thing, and probably my time up there will be somewhat limited. So I am going to enjoy some time up there, and yes, I will attempt to play Pokemon in San Francisco. I've always wanted to do it, so I'm going to be up at the Fisherman's Wharf and see if I can snag some Pokemon or something, or try to join a raid, or get some rare stuff. So I am looking forward to that, and make sure my yeah, Moo Mooville, pretty much. It's another Facebook Live episode. Yay! So yeah, so here I am, wasting away eating chicharrones and yeah, whatever. Oh. Yeah, this is the universe's way. Next week, my vacation. It's the universe's way of saying, I'm sorry that you weren't able to go to Colorado Springs this year. That was and I get to ride my motorcycle again. I can't really argue with that, because you cannot get around San Francisco with a car. There's just no bloody way to do it. It's
fucking America alone, or California alone is overpopulated.
Exactly. That's what lane splitting is for.
We need to move to Montana.
Population 2. Montana's population 2. So, yeah, that's the deal, man. That's what I'm doing, and just gonna hang and enjoy myself. I'm gonna post a little bit on my Facebook wall, see if there's any suggestions as to cool things that I can do while I'm in San Francisco. Fisherman's Wharf is definitely on the list. I do plan on visiting BMW San Francisco because I want a t-shirt. And also, my personal rule is I as much as possible, whenever I go to a motorcycle dealership that's out of state, I try to ride there and earn the shirt, as I like to say. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Of course, thanks to all the construction and stuff, I haven't been able to do anything in regards to inventory. I'm hoping, though, that the time for me to think about the way inventory works is going to help adjust the way that I'll be able to take it, so it won't be so difficult. One thing that I am learning about is that creating barcodes is my friend. There's going to be a lot of stuff where I have to do a lot of repetitive motion, and so I've kind of gotten sick of it, and I said, you know what, I'm going to make my own barcode sheets and just call it a day. So that's my charge today. I'm not going in a classroom and doing anything now at 12:31 in the afternoon. If I wanted to be chased about that, they should have told me that at 7 a.m. So whatever. Other side projects right now. I'm in the middle of some video restoration. For some of the old school people who sometimes watch my stuff, many years ago, it was my summer tradition before performing arts workshops was my thing. And when this was still in circulation, I used to videotape. I was the official videographer for RVL Score, and we did a lot of summer musicals that have impacted a lot of kids, and some of these kids I still keep in touch with. And as part of a small project that I started doing after my hockey coach passed away, I started taking the DVDs that I created and restoring them and making them available online for free for people to watch. So I, thanks to the inspiration of an old friend that I was able to reconnect with, I went into my archives and pulled three shows that I'm currently doing while I'm sitting here and wasting away. I'm currently converting them into uploadable YouTube formats so that I can put them online. So currently, and just for fun, if these look any familiar to you, please let me know because it was funny just to go into my bin of archive and find these things. But the one I'm currently working on here is Les Mis, which was a 2007 performance of Les Mis, which I often consider as one of the best that we've ever done. So that's the first one is that. The second one I'm currently working on is the production of Aida. So I'm currently working on this one, and this is the next on my line for restoration. Currently, Les Mis is on restoration, but I have to do one at a time, mainly because I have very little disk space on this laptop, and I have to make it work. So, but this is next on my list is Aida. This was a pretty good one. I enjoyed this one, and this one was kind of bittersweet for me because this was the last show that I videotaped before I had to take a 4-summer hiatus. But Children of Eden, this was one of my last films that last shows that I videotaped before I moved to Ohio, which, the more I look back at that time, maybe it was a journey that was appropriate for myself at the time, but really one that I think I could have avoided in some cases. But it's nothing to lament over. But I will say that those three shows were very special to me, and I do look forward to restoring them and making them available on YouTube. Once that's available, I will post the link to them so you guys can enjoy them again. If you don't have the DVDs, just to let you know, I kept masters of every single thing I've done in the last 15 or so years. So if there's a video or a clip or something, there's a high chance I have a hard copy of it somewhere. So, if you're looking for a certain show or something, there's that.
Hi.
Hi.
So I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things happening next week. You have some time?
I'm currently at lunch. Can I get you?
Sure.
Can I get you back after lunch?
Sounds good.
Awesome.
So, meet me at the Parent Center with Jose.
Fair. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that was my hapless operations manager. Hey, I'm at lunch. I'm at that mandatory lunch that you gave me, so I can't talk to you right now. Yeah, that. I think I should have just been a complete jerkwad, and I should have said, well, you just interrupted my lunch. I need to start it over again. Oh, yeah. I'm just going to put a pork rind in my mouth and move on. Right. Yeah. That's actually the projects that I'm doing currently to pass the time here while I waste away. And then when I come back from vacation, that's when I actually have to do certain things, which I'm okay with. But at least I have a direction on where I can go, and I don't have to worry about stuff in my way. Like I said, the hardest part of this entire ordeal was all of the time I've lost to construction. That has probably been the biggest just pain in my, And then there was the 2 weeks of classes that were held here in the areas that didn't have construction going on. So it was kind of like, damn if I do, damn if I don't, nothing I can do. Now the good news is, and my hapless operations manager doesn't know this, or at least I had to make it known in an email, but I have a 6-month window to complete inventory. It doesn't have to be done in 3 weeks like it used to be. And that transition it does give me a little bit more leeway, and also gave me some more time to really renegotiate the practices in terms of loaning out equipment and things like that, things that we had to refine. And so things will be refined. I'm going to make sure of it, because really there's no point in me working this hard for absolutely nothing. So that is that. Aside from that, this is life. Tomorrow is a videotaping day, so you're going to see me on the road. I will be on my way to Studio City and Pasadena in the good old Toyota, and on my way to videotape a special presentation of The Sound of Music, which I am looking very much forward to. That is one of my favorite movies of all time, and I want to see how the kids do on this one, because I was walking into some weird issues with rehearsal. I think the kids were still trying to figure out how to get off the script, which, well, I mean, 4th of July weekend, nobody cares, but it is what it is. Now, if there are any computer techs hanging out here watching this, one of the biggest things that's been a thorn in my side, and one of the reasons why I haven't completely moved over to Mac, I'm having a hell of a time trying to figure out how to burn an ISO to a USB stick without having to use terminal. And also because when I use terminal, I'm still having issues trying to make it work. There's a couple of open source programs that I can use, but they're specifically made to do Linux distributions. I'm trying to burn an ISO of Windows 10 onto a USB flash drive, and it's just not letting me do it. It can't read it. So in ironic fashion, I have to go home, put the ISO on my Windows computer, and then burn the stick. But that's one of the biggest issues I have with Mac, is that I cannot burn an ISO to USB easily. And that is actually the most major reason why I won't switch completely over to Mac and use nothing else but Macs. I know it's a little bit of a really picky thing to say, but I will say that you have to do that because I need to be able to use everything. I can't just be restricted. As case in point, my job. So yeah, I'm trying to restore a computer for a teacher, and I need to put Windows 10 on it, and I don't have a disk, so I have to burn an ISO, and for some reason I just can't burn it. I don't know why it's not working. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So if anyone has any ideas on how to do that on a Mac and convince me that Macs are completely okay, please let me know. I'm kind of stuck up a wall here. I may just have to go home and use my own personal computer to deal with this. Aside from that, that's pretty much my to-do today. Stay tuned on Facebook here. I'm going to put up my itinerary for the rest of next week, and definitely going to figure out what other fun things to do in San Francisco, so I'll take a lot of pictures and enjoy myself and forget about this place for a while because I'm gonna have to go back to it anyway. There's a lot of things that I can hope for, and at least this vacation will give me something to think about, and it'll be, of course, this vacation doesn't come without a cost. I have to finish a couple assignments 10 days early to be able to do it, which I did, and finished them yesterday during work, and I should be okay. And I hope to actually relax for once. We'll see. Of course, surprise! Here's a hockey tournament on the following Friday, but I'm going fine, and just go from there. But yeah. If there's anyone else out there, greetings from wherever you are. Hopefully, you're out and about and doing your own thing. If you're one of the WoW people who's watching from Colorado Springs, I'm assuming that there's a lull in the action and you just wanted to figure out what I was doing online. I know. I wish I was there this year. I wish I was there last year. There's a lot of things that I wish I could be at right now, but life goes on, and eventually I'll make it back to a ride-in, hopefully, when everyone else still can make it. So, yeah, there's that. Mandatory lunch follies. I think if I look at my phone right now, but I think I might have maybe like 5 or 6 minutes. Yeah, I'm still at 6 minutes left. Did spend a little bit of my day off on July 1st. Applying to some jobs. Still poking around, shopping. It's a fun time at this joint. I mean, my favorite part is having to, every time I have a professional development, most of my colleagues are on EdJoin waiting for the meeting to begin. So that tells you a lot. Not much I can do about that. Still online.
Still online?
Still online.
Easy money.
Yeah, really. No, I'm on my mandatory lunch break.
Fuck mandatory.
I was already 15 minutes.
Mandatory for everybody else, but for her it's OFP own fucking program.
Yeah, really. Must be nice to be on a salary and do whatever you want, right?
Don't worry, payback's a bitch. I can't wait to start off this new year.
Oh yeah, no, this will be entertaining.
Yep.
Eating popcorn. One thing that makes me happy is that we keep our security guard. I love Officer Fig. You know, he's a great security guard, and one of those people that pretty much understands what's going on, and we're like, yeah, this place is starting to suck really, really bad. So I'm fortunate to have coworkers on my side, and I'm also fortunate that as soon as this office opens, I'm going to be on the other side of campus, so she won't have to bother me unless she bugs me on the radio, which might happen more often than I like to admit. But at least I don't have to see her face all the time. And the other nice thing too is I'll be right across the teacher's lounge, which is the second location of the biometric time clock. So I don't have to go to the office to clock in and clock out. It's actually going to be better than I have to try to look forward to something, right? So I'm looking forward to the fact that I can hide in an office. I'm totally good with that. I think I need to, because so as you can see, you know, I'm still in my digs. Yeah, you like that? You know, my storage. I'm actually borrowing one of the reading specialist's desks because she's gone for the summer, going to wherever. I don't know, traveling the world, you know, doing things that you can afford to do. Must be nice. You know. But I will say though, it does feel good to be able to say I paid all the registrations on my vehicles this year. I lucked out because I only had to pay for 2 registrations this year, but I paid for both of them. So you know what? I may be effing broke, but I'm not overdue on anything. So I will take that as a triumph. But you know, once they figure out how to how to actually pay IT more than $19 an hour, you know, maybe they'll actually figure out that we're worth something. But you know, until that day comes, I'm just going to sit here, eat pork rinds, and wonder. While I'm on vacation? No, not while I'm on vacation. I'm going to enjoy my vacation, and I'm going to post a lot of cool pictures and not think about this place for a while. So, anyway, just 12:45 and 3/4 right now. I'm supposed to clock back in at 12:47. So I'm going to sign out here and get back to work, which is as I mentioned, just like the good old days, gonna keep a promise to an old friend, because he was worth it. Alrighty, so until then, I will be online. Any questions, comments, or anything about that, please drop them in the comments. I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.